Hey everyone, it's Kim. I'm coming to you today to film a video that I kind of just had this idea of, and I don't know if it'll be good or not, but I just wanted to put it out there in case this happens to anybody else. I was looking through my makeup collection, and I noticed that there was a lot of products that I just wasn't reaching for. So I wanted to film a tutorial on my forgotten bareMinerals products. These are products that I haven't been reaching for in the last few months because I'm fickle and I like my new stuff. So I'm just going to show you some things that I have in my collection that you probably haven't seen in any videos just because I haven't been reaching for them and haven't been using them. So I'm gonna get started. I've already showered and washed my face, and I've already put on moisturizer. So my first step is primer. And as you may know, if you've seen any of my past videos, I have been using the neutralizing primer, and I love it. It's my favorite. But since this is a forgotten bareMineral product video, I decided to pull out my original primer and start with that. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that all over my face. Just like that. My hair stays back. So I'll let that sink in a little bit and I'll just tell you what I'm going to be doing today. So while this next product isn't necessarily forgotten, it's just not one I reach for all the time. So that is my bareMinerals Original Foundation in Fair, and I have been loving the Ready foundation. That's been my go-to every day, and I just haven't been using my original like I should. So that's what I'm gonna start with today. So yeah, it is in Fair. And I'm gonna use my Flawless Face Brush. If I can get it open. So just tap a little bit. And you know the drill, swirl, tap, buff. And I like a more full coverage, so that's what I'm going to go for. I just like the finish of the Ready better, I think. It's just a personal preference. There's not one that's better than the other. I just like the Ready has a little bit more matte to it than the original does. I like to not be so glam, but for today's purposes, I think it'll be great. So to the other side. I'm going to take a concealing brush, just like, where is it? This one. And just go around my chin area where I have some blemishes and things. And then just to get even more coverage, I'm going to take my handy Buki brush. Totally blanked on the name there, and just take a little bit more and go around my cheek and nose area just for a little bit more coverage. And kind of blend in what I had concealed. Alright. So that's my foundation step. It's pretty good. What do you think? Alright, so my next step is Mineral Veil. And I'm actually going to be using the Illuminating Mineral Veil. It's something I got in a kit and I just don't use it very often for the same reason I don't use my original foundation very often. I just don't like to look that shiny, but for today it's fine. Forgotten product for sure for me. And then just a flawless face brush. And dust it all. Alright. It just gives kind of a glow. It's very subtle. Sometimes I do use it like as a highlighter. It sometimes can be used for that. But yeah, it just gives you a little bit more of a glow to your skin. My next product is one of my first bareMinerals products I ever had. I haven't used it in a while and I don't really know why, because I do really like it. I just have found products I like better. And this is the Faux Tan Matte. And I got this in a kit from Sephora last summer in their RSV kit when the Wanderlust was out. And it's something we don't sell, and it's just something I just don't reach for. And I'm going to use this along with my soft focus face brush. Normally on an everyday basis I'm using my Ready bronzers, which is like I use Skinny Dip and High Dive. So it just gives it a little bit of a contour. So that's that. And then for my blush, I'm going to be using a blush we do carry in our permanent line. I just don't find myself reaching for that often. I have the little mini version from the holiday, and this is in Glee. I like this blush. I put it on a lot of people. I just don't find myself reaching for it. I'm more of a pink person. So just a little bit of that. With a blush brush. And as I noticed that as I was looking through my collection to find products for this video, not many of them are Ready products, because I do tend to use those more often than the loose. Probably because they're handier. So I'm going to tone that down. That got a little crazy. And that's what probably one reason I don't like Glee as much for me is it gets a little crazy. So with just a little bit more mineral veil. Mineral veil. Alright, so face is done. Let's see, how are we looking? Okay. And I don't really have a highlighting product that I don't use that is bareMinerals. So I'm just going to skip that step and go straight to my eye products. And this is another thing I don't use very often, but I do like it, and that's the Primetime Brightening Eye Primer. So I'm going to start with that. Smooth that all over the eye. And then for my eye products, there really isn't one set of eye products that I don't use except for these two things, and just because they're tucked back in my collection. It's no fault of their own because they are great products. I feel like they're underrated in the world of bareMinerals, and that is the High Shine eye colors. And I have one in Patina and one in Gold Medal, so I love them. I think more people should check them out because they really are beautiful colors and they're so easy. You just unscrew the cap and put it on. So, and then I've also experimented with them being wet, and that looks really cool too. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty rock and look if you use them wet. So I'm gonna put the gold medal all over my eye. And then I'm kind of gonna use a brush to just kind of smooth it out. And you can absolutely use a brush with these. You can just like tap a little bit out onto a paper towel or something, and it would be a little bit more controlled with a brush. I'm just kind of dabbing this all over. And smoothing it. Okay, so that was gold medal. And next I'm going to do my Patina, which is like a green olivey color. And for that I'm just going to put it out in my crease. So I'm going to have my crease brush ready if I need it. I'm just going to blend that out. Like that. So just kind of like just apply it there, and it looks pretty bad until you blend it. You just blend it out a little bit. Like so. Probably a little bit more on the side, but oh well. So there you go. They're the High Shine eye colors. And then my liner, I don't find myself using this that often, which is why I chose it. And it's one of the Round the Clock waterproof eyeliners. It's just one I got in a duo with a QVC. And so it's not a color. I just don't find myself reaching for it very often, and obviously not since I can't find it at the moment. Oh no! It is in the color. I can't even remember the name. This is a disaster. Aha! Found it. It is in 11 p.m. Is that right? No, 11 a.m. I can't read. 11 a.m. and it is like a dark green color. Maybe. I lied. I didn't actually find it. It seems to be hiding from me. And we're live, folks. Oh well. We can actually use 11 p.m. since that's also one I don't use very often. This is like a gray color. That kind of bums me out, guys. I was really looking forward to using that with this look. Oh well. I will use my gray. Okay, so I'm just going to line the top and bottom mosses. Sorry for the interlude. I'm just kind of dotting this, and then I'm going to take a brush and smooth it out. And the brush I'm going to use is the Soft Focus liner brush. Just kind of smooth that out. mix it. Make those even. Actually, I'm gonna just use my brush on the bottom. So let's get try to connect those two. Alright. So the next step is I'm going to do my brows, and this is not, I only have one brow product, so it's not forgotten or anything, and I'm just going to use my brow color in the color dark blonde, medium brown, and so with my brow brush, so just use a little bit of that. Fill them in. I find that this is the most natural way to do my brows. I've tried pencils before and I just don't like it as well. There we go. Next I'm going to take just a little bit of brow gel. bareMinerals, of course, and just come through. Hold those suckers in place. And then last but not least, my mascara, which I'm using the Flawless Definition Mascara. This is not necessarily my forgotten product. I actually kind of like it, but I feel like it's in general a forgotten mascara by people. It's so easy to say, oh, I like the volumizing or the curl and lengthen, but this is just a nice basic mascara that I feel like everybody should have in their collection. I really like it. It's a nice comb through mascara. So my brush kind of is clumpy today. Don't know what that's about. So just do the top and bottom nostrils. Alright, I believe I'm done, even though I wish that I would have had that other liner. I'm going to have to look for that and see where that might be. It's scary. Alright, so yeah, this is my forgotten bareMinerals product video. So if you have any questions or want to see any other videos, if you have any other video requests, leave them below. So I will see y'all in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.